Hey, there we are. It's Boogie with the Bold Uncensored Tuesday Night Live for March 4th, 2025. It's about 7 o'clock. Chuck Cooke is with us. Jenn Woodruff is on her way, and we are going to end about 8 o'clock. That way, everybody can go watch President Trump's speech wherever you want to go watch it. I didn't want to stay on and play it through the broadcast only because our internet in big events like that can kind of get iffy, and I just didn't want to do that. What is new and exciting with you, Mr. Chuck?
Oh, not a whole lot. We're only going to get about maybe an inch of snow through the storm. Yeah,
Only
that's
an
going through the
inch?
Midwest. They got blizzard conditions out in Nebraska and South Dakota right now, and it's headed this way, but most of it's going to head north of where I live. So we're only going to get about an inch. Up by the middle of the state and north. They're going to get more, and then up by Lake Superior, right by Ashland, Wisconsin. People don't know where the hell that's at, but it's way straight north of where I live, all the way up to the top of the state. They're going to get 9 to 12 inches at least. So.
Is it going to go into Canada and cool down Justin Trudeau?
Go across Lake Superior to get to Canada, but yeah.
He was not happy with, I guess, the increase in tariffs to 25% today.
Tough shit.
And not the premier of, I forget where, Doug Ford. Hold on. I got to step up for a moment and do that. I apologize for that, but Doug Ford was saying that he was not happy with it either because it would seriously increase the costs of things coming in from Canada, some things that are made by automobile manufacturers in the United States, which I guess to avoid the tariffs, he was saying maybe they should make them in the United States. I think, though, that the bulk of what is made in Canada by Ford is the F-150 pickup truck. And I think, I don't remember what is made in Mexico offhand.
Nikki needs a link.
Nikki needs a link. Nikki got a link. Well, maybe Nikki didn't. Maybe Nikki didn't get a link. I have to look.
We'll send you one here too, Nikki. Hang on. But yeah, I saw them clearing the shelves.
No, you're right.
Yeah. I saw them clearing the shelves out of a liquor store up in Canada, and that stuff's already been tariffed. I don't know why they're, that's stupid. Whatever.
No, that was my mistake. I wrote to Nikki. I thought I wrote to Nikki, but I didn't send him the link. He's going to fire me.
Sure, you're the host. You can't.
Everybody can be fired.
Yeah.
Everybody can be fired. I am sorry, Mr. Nikki.
Yeah. Wait, like, did Dave fall asleep or what?
No, I sent everybody else the link. I'm going, I sent Nikki the link, and then I'm sitting there waiting for the clock to hit 6:59 so I could send it to Facebook. And I just looked, and I didn't send you the link.
Well, here I is.
Here you is.
Here you is. We're only going to be here until 8 o'clock. Yep. We're only going to be here till about 8 o'clock tonight because then that way everybody can go watch the speech wherever they want to watch it. I don't know if our internet will hold up for me to be able to play the speech, and I really didn't want. So what is new and exciting with you?
Did you get hit with some bad storms?
I didn't hear that
again, Chuck.
Said Nikki, did you get hit with bad storms today?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It came with a blast and then left, and the sunshine came out, and the music started playing down 2nd Street for Mardi Gras. Just like that. I mean, it was that quick. Yeah, but the wind was 20 to 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, they got blizzard warnings out in South Dakota and Nebraska heading into Iowa. So they
that
get
wind
nailed over there.
That wind, I have a Corvette cover over my Corvette.
Right.
And I weighed it down with a red brick on the back side, and then a piece of cinder block on the front side. It blew both them some bitches straight off the car.
Wow.
And unraveled most of the car cover. But I guess it got a good ass washing because the way it's parked underneath the carport. So I'm gonna let that dry off and before I cover it back up.
Right.
But it was strong. I mean, for it to blow a whole brick off the center of the ass end of my car. Yeah, it was strong.
You put a brick on your Corvette?
Well, on the cover to hold it down, because when the wind blows, it blows underneath and poofs it all up and does stupid shit. I guess I need to get some tie downs to,
You don't have one of those fancy locking ones that it's like you put it in the draw, put the cover on, pull the drawstring, and then
I wish it had that, but it's like a $500 cover. But it didn't come with that.
They are expensive.
It's got these little places that, and it's a Corvette cover. It's the same color as my car. And it's form fitted to the mirrors and everything you can imagine. It covers everything up, but when the wind blows, it goes underneath it and lifts it up and does stupid shit. But it have these little. I guess they meant for it to be like a little eyelet,
grommet,
or a grommet or eyelet on each side.
Yeah.
And you could probably poke through it and put, whatever to tie it down. Yeah. But anyway, that's too much work.
That's too much work. Hey, Brooklyn Pagano. My mouth is just not working tonight. Brooklyn Pagano was watching Jane Onyx. I won't even try to say the last name. I think it's Jason something else. But Onyx is watching. Sherry Peterson Parker is watching, and William Grant always watches. He's watched more than anybody else. And you're watching till about we were talking about.
Yeah, but no, we got the rain. I think we got about 2.5 inches of rain in a short period of time. But then it all passed, and the sun came out, and the bands started playing for Mardi Gras down Main Street, and
good.
Yeah, all back to normal now. We should be good for a few days.
What do you think President Trump is going to say tonight? Anything good?
He's going to say a lot of good things. He might on live TV. He might pull a bullshit word or something. I don't know, but you heard Zelensky kowtowed and said, "Yeah, we need to make this deal." Did y'all hear that one?
I think his Congress told him he was going to make the deal. I read a post earlier this morning that was a formal basically apology to President Trump that he needs to make the deal, and he'll probably be removed anyway, other than the director of elections in Ukraine said that since they are currently under martial law, it will take 3 months, I guess, to get to turn martial law off, and then they need another 3 months to make sure they have the election set up and ready to go. And evidently, he may not be able to run in the election anyway. So
Yeah, it'll
he may
be
not have to
interesting
worry about it.
because Trump said today, he said, I want this deal signed before I make my speech tonight.
Yep.
And I guess sure as shit it's gonna happen. You know, I mean,
Well, he turned off sanctions. He turned off sanctions to Russia. He turned off cyber something to Russia, and I don't know what else. I don't know who gets the spanking the worst. I mean, I don't know if it is Zelensky. I don't know if it's Trump. I don't know if it's Putin, because it just seems that where it's coming down to is Putin. Zelensky is going to have to accept whatever he gets.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like that's going to be what he wants.
Well, no, he wants more money. That's all he wants.
Yeah. Well,
so he can go buy another yacht.
Well,
yeah.
Well, the 5 yachts goes into a fund that I don't know, but I thought I read the United States will be and it's to be used to rebuild the country. It's like nobody's getting kickbacks out of it, out of it. It is plus buy a lot of land or whatever. What they're going to do with it, I have no idea. But I did hear something interesting. BlackRock now owns
good if it's BlackRock.
Panama Canal. Well, BlackRock now owns the Panama Canal.
Oh, really?
Last year they bought a company called Last year they bought a company called General Infrastructure Partners, and they through GIP they bought the Panama Canal that go with it from CK Hutchison, company owned by the Chinese, I guess, for $23 billion.
Oh,
yeah, because there's a Chinaman with a last name Hutchinson.
No, there's probably a retired port owner or retired canal owner named. Well, it's actually pronounced CK Hutchinson, from what I believe. Anyway, the Jenn thing.
Hi
Jenn
guys,
Woodruff
good to
is
see
here
you.
with us.
Hi.
Hey, Dan.
Hello. Hi. I feel like I just saw you guys last night or
What is
something.
new and exciting?
Yes, come
You
back
did.
when you got less
You
time to
did.
stay.
That was
You
fun.
did.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, Jen, I noticed your
just
puppy running around in the background there. Good to see that it's still alive after your Chinese stir fry last night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's alive and well.
Did the puppy get along with the maid, the $500 a month maid?
Oh, God bless America. No, I mean I don't think we had. I don't know. She wasn't around. She was with Ben. She's Ben's dog.
Oh.
Yeah, but she was with Ben because he didn't want her around that maid. She wasn't even. It was so weird. It was like a helper from the Multiple Sclerosis Foundation, and it was like good for nothing. But hey, she came. She came and left.
She showed up.
Yeah, that's
got her paycheck.
Yeah.
I got one good question. Some of you should know the answer. I don't know. I don't. If the Democrats, William Grant said this could be a terrible show for Trump. Heard the Democrats are going to disrupt the speech. Now, can Trump stop and say, Sergeant at Arms, escort these people out of here? Can he do that?
Yep.
Oh.
If they get crazy, the sergeant at arms, they don't even need the president to say do something. The sergeant at arms runs that.
Kick them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will come down
Can you
and
imagine?
kick them out. It'll be kind of embarrassing because
Can
Democrats
you
are
imagine
stupid.
the meltdown
the
that the
Democrats-
liberals will have if that happens?
Yeah.
Well, the Democrats, some of the Democrats, from what I understand, are still picking out which list they want to be on. The Epstein list, the P.
Yeah.
Diddy list, the Dodge list. And some may actually be on all
Yeah,
three.
and a lot of the Democrats
So-
or select few Democrats said that they're not even going to show up, but they're going to send people, in their place to, just
Yeah.
average people to
Yeah.
probably disrupt shit. And
And I heard,
Trump won't have any of it. I promise you.
I heard that a bunch of them
I heard-
had a recording or something, and it's all word for word. They're all saying the same thing. It was all scripted. Protesting
Always.
against Trump or some shit.
And they don't even know why, Chuck. They don't know why they hate this
it would
man.
be embarrassing for them to do it. Right, but it would be embarrassing for them to do that, because regardless of what party you are, you're told the president, whoever he is, gets the respect that they deserve. It's not because they're the president. It's not like you go in there and seize the opportunity, but I'm sure he's prepared for something. He's prepared for some amount of interruption. He just plows through it, or he stops and acknowledges. Is one time Ronald Reagan, throughout the speech, when they thought the whole House, or Democrats or Republicans, or just like I said, everybody would break out, because applause under Ronald Reagan could take 15 minutes. And they didn't want to lose time from that. Whatever time they get from the network is,
Yeah.
they can't go, if they got 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, they can't go over 10 o'clock, because there's 10 o'clock programming that comes on that they don't want to lose. So they'll, and they would cut it, cut the coverage and go back to the whatever.
Right.
Whatever it is
Back to
supposed
normal
to be.
programming, but I doubt that Trump's
to
going to
normal
get cut
program.
off back to normal programming.
Right. Can
Because
you think of any?
when
I
Trump's
don't
there,
imagine.
everybody's watching.
Right. Can you think
Yeah,
of?
I can't imagine that. Go ahead.
Can you
Go
think
ahead,
of
Jen.
any times that we that the Republicans interrupted Biden? I know there's the time there were a couple times where Marjorie Taylor Greene would yell out, "Say her name," when he was saying not Laken Riley, he kept saying Lincoln. Oh my God,
Right.
Yeah,
that was
dumbass.
terrible. But are there any other outbursts that you can think of besides
No.
that? There should have
No.
been. And why in the world was Trump shot at and not this other guy? Why? Oh, it's just so top heavy. It's thick. I can't stand it. But we can't.
Yeah.
I should stop saying we. But the Republicans cannot plan and script something they're going to do against Biden, or we couldn't. But this is okay.
Right.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Jen, that's because Republicans have decency and common sense. Democrats do not.
Right.
Wow.
They have no filter. They don't care. All they want is turmoil, chaos, the whole 9 yards.
Right.
Just to make Trump look bad. And they're failing miserably at this point.
And
Oh, I know. It's insane.
Makes them look
a
stupid.
lot of the Republicans want to make the Democrats look bad, because I guess Vice President Vance went skiing in the heart of Bernie Sanders country.
Oh no.
down in Vermont. He went to Sugar Bush uh, on a skiing trip, and I guess not only did he get some very nice Democrat welcoming signs, they also had a bunch of Democrats on the other side on the lining the route back to the airport that evidently showed up with some other very nice signs. But I don't know why he would have picked to go into the heart of Bernie Sanders country anyway.
Wow.
They love Bernie. Bernie, I think, is the only person that served longer than Joe Kennedy. I mean, that longer than Joe Biden in the Senate from the same place. I mean, they love Bernie. They would have loved him better if he had beaten Hillary for the nomination,
Well,
but Bernie wouldn't have.
no, he took his payoff. So, yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to beat Hillary in the nomination. He got his payoff, got his sports car,
Yeah.
another mansion
Sports
or
car,
something.
another
And
mansion.
boy, he hates.
Well,
he
says
hates,
that the
he
big
hates the rich people.
Who?
Bernie
Bernie?
Sanders.
Yep,
Bernie.
he's rich
He says
himself.
the big house that they bought was that Mrs. Sanders left her job at whatever university it was that she was at. She retired. That they used some of that money to buy the nice big house that they bought. I doubt it.
Yeah, that sounds like
Probably,
BS to me. But anyway,
Yeah, they're just
yeah,
doing
he's a
Yeah.
grifter, just like
Yeah.
Joe Biden was.
Right.
class warfare.
Yep.
Never did
Anything.
anything. Never did
Right.
anything.
Right.
Nope.
Bernie Sanders
Nope.
never proposed a bill that got passed. Never. All
Yeah.
his years.
Right.
Just like Joe Biden.
Yep.
Same damn thing.
Yep.
Yeah, useless
Yep.
as tits on a boar hog, as they say.
But
I
the
mean-
Democrats keep pushing them up,
Yeah.
making them win. Why? Maybe they're just influencers. I don't know.
Democrats
They're
are
just stupid.
stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I like
Any-
that. I like the Louisiana. I like the Louisiana pronunciation of the word stupid.
Yeah.
I like that.
They're stupid.
stupid.
They're just stupid.
Ted's you hard-headed.
Now you're speaking French.
Yeah,
Now you're
Yeah.
speaking.
French.
Now you're speaking French. Hey, you're going to get in trouble if you come on to a Republican broadcast and you speak French right now.
Is there
Yeah.
a fine for that?
Yeah. And Sansu, that's 5 cents.
Oh, good for you.
Okay.
Because that's
Jen
what the
said
Mardi
five.
Gras do.
There's no.
They go around
Oh,
and
yeah.
There's no.
they say, and Sansu. You give them a nickel so that they can go
Panhandlers.
buy the ingredients to cook the big chicken gumbo
Yeah.
with the
Awesome.
chicken that they've been chasing around all goddamn day long. So,
That's
poor
funny.
chicken.
The same chickens that the chicken police.
Yeah.
Wow. So I was putting together these different articles and memes to do to the groups, Dave, and it was today. It was all about transgenderism and fighting for women's rights. We don't want. Oh, this is my favorite term of all. Not just failed athletes that are men, but mediocre men. And I thought, oh my god, that was funny. But that's what they're calling them. Why are mediocre men playing in women's sports? Stay in your own category. But I started thinking
Because they
about
can't play. Well,
they can't win.
they can't play in the men's leagues because they get crushed.
They suck. So they go, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. But just listen to the terminology that the left used that led up to this. It reminds me of a pendulum. They let it go so far back, so that it comes even farther this way. And it doesn't stop anywhere nice for a long time. But just that we're into the okay. It started with the terminology what's it called? Okay, stop. Toxic masculinity. That was it. That was last year, last month. It was such a phrase. Toxic masculinity. And now we have just the opposite. And we're supposed to accept this and say, oh, I'm so glad those mean men are gone. Like we're going to appreciate this? No. You're still in our sports, I'm not talking to you guys, but I mean, the mediocre men are still there. It's not toxic, it's disgusting. You belong in your own category. Leave the girls alone. It's just sad when I hear like women who they like done she did this her whole life. Riley Gaines, swimming. And she's gonna win this competition, and then this beast comes out and wins. And just seeing them standing up there getting their trophies, I'm like, the world's got to see this and say, why are we so stupid or tolerant or stupid? However you say it, Nikki.
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
want to stupid, but I want to know
Yeah.
where you remember all the feminist movement.
Right?
Where are they?
Yeah.
No,
They're all
kidding.
brainwashed. They're all brainwashed.
They're supposed to be all
Right.
about women's rights. But
You're
no, they're nowhere
right.
to be found. Nowhere.
That's funny.
They're all
That is
wearing
funny.
pink hats now, or
Oh my gosh.
and protesting.
Right.
So,
That's
no.
crazy.
Yeah.
You're right.
It
So
is
it swings
crazy.
back and forth. And now
Great.
tomorrow is all about Yelinsky and the war that's ridiculous, and we're not giving him any more money. But there.
Oh no,
Okay.
Farley Malloris is in the house. Farley, I'll send you a link if you want to join us. I mean, you're usually in bed sleeping at this time because he does broadcasts all night long when I'm sleeping. But you're more than welcome to join us, Farley, if you wish. I'll send you a link. Let me know. You're more than welcome to come.
He says go
and
for
join
it.
us.
Oh,
I'm probably
that'll
gonna
be
get
fun.
slapped.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm probably gonna get
He's coming in.
I'm probably going to get slapped because I bother him more times than anybody else to come on and join us. So Farley
Sweet.
now.
So, Jen, how much snow do you guys
I forgot
get
how to
out there
spell it.
usually?
This is crazy. Where we live, it's just about 20 minutes. Sorry, you're talking about snow, but I'm saying it's not like it should be. If you go north, there's a lot of snow. But by us, it's rare. It's rare to get a lot. Like people don't
Okay.
even have shovels and snow blowers. That it's just more of a dusting. And so it was funny because when we first moved here, I believe it was in 15, there was this big snowstorm and everyone was like, oh my gosh, it's those Michiganders that came, and our neighbors were blaming us. I'm like, we didn't mean to bring it with us, okay? It's just like it was like nothing. But now it's very cold, but there's no snow. I mean, even looking outside, we went through those days that were like 20 degrees for a week in the morning, and it was too cold to snow. So then when it's in the third, if there's a snow, we're like so excited. We're like, oh look, it's pretty. We prayed for a white Christmas. It didn't happen, but it's weird.
Yeah, it's 44 here in southern Wisconsin right now.
Yeah, well, we don't pray for snow. We got more than a dusting. Just a few weeks ago, we had a blizzard here in South Louisiana.
Oh my gosh,
10 inches of snow. I mean,
it's scary.
that's
Driving,
rare. That is extremely rare.
and no one knows how to drive. It's terrifying.
No, they can't drive on a dry, beautiful day around here.
Jen, they got their swamp airboats out, and they were going down the streets in their airboats.
Yeah.
Oh, no
Oh,
kidding.
you float right on top of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Hi, Farley.
It's Farley.
Fellow
Did I wake you
Confederates.
up?
You can hear him. Okay.
I just got off the
Did I
phone
wake
with the. I just got off the phone with the Ukrainian.
With it.
Shut up. Get off the phone with who?
The Ukrainian embassy.
Got off the phone with
They,
him.
Oh, the Ukraine embassy.
They want me to stop ruining their money game. They want me to stay out of the laundromat. Like, for me, not this money for Ukraine. We need more freaking money.
That's crazy.
Yep.
It is. Why would you do that?
How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Y'all's is doing good.
The guy in Canada doesn't know that all he has to do is close the borders and there'll be no tariff. Close the borders, no tariffs. The guy is an idiot.
Yes.
He is. He is.
Wow, I didn't realize that. That's so smart.
All it is, he just wants
Now, the-
to monitor the border so people don't sneak into America. Trump is using a little leverage, and all Mexico and Canada have to police the borders.
Is there any way, Farley, is there any way you can talk a little closer to your mic? Because
Yeah.
I am really having a hard time hearing you. I can hear you, but
Is that better?
That's
Yeah.
better.
I
That's much better.
turned off the feedback. Look at
Oh, okay.
President Trump wants Mexico and Canada to stop the illegal immigration. If they put some troops on the borders, no tariffs. This isn't rocket science. President Trump wants the killing in Ukraine to stop. You can't make a peace unless you have a ceasefire. This idiot's on cocaine, right? Zelensky, he don't want to stop the war. He's making so much coinage off of the billions that the Americans want to send to Ukraine for the war. It's not for the war. It's for Zelensky's pocket. For crying out. How stupid are people?
Yeah.
How these people out there that have Ukraine flags on their profiles, Dave? Really? Seriously? I'm Ukrainian. Wait a minute. I'm 100% third generation from Kiev. I know more what's going on over there. There are more gangster mafia type people in the Ukraine. If you're not mafia in Ukraine, you're dead. You're dead.
So it is
I like
actually
this guy.
pronounced.
I like him.
So it is actually pronounced Kiev and not Kiev.
Well, if you're Ukrainian, it's Kiev. But if you eat chicken, it's chicken Kiev. No, but seriously, between the lunacy in Canada with this liberal idiot Trudeau and the Jewish president of Mexico, I mean, they are so. We have had millions of people come in from Canada and Mexico. We just want it to stop. We just want a little, serenity on our borders. We don't want child trafficking.
Yep.
We don't want sex trafficking. We don't want organ donor trafficking. We don't want drug smuggling, fentanyl. We want someone to go, okay, America, sure, we'll close our freaking borders for you. You don't have to do the tariffs. But no. So everyone's mad at Trump and the market's crashing because Canada doesn't want to send their troops that are doing nothing. But Canada's army is sitting right now getting stoned. They do nothing. They absolutely do not. The Mexican army, what are they doing? They're working with the cartels. You send a few regiments to the border and you stop it. And then Trump's happy. There's no tariffs. I mean, this isn't rocket science, guys. Americans that watch TV are so stupid to believe the crap. No one has any idea what's going on in Ukraine. Do you know they have illegal laboratories on the border? that are making doomsday viruses that will kill you in 10 seconds if you breathe it. You think Vladimir Putin wants that stuff on the Russian border? Do you? Do you want that on the American border?
No.
So he goes in there to stop the organ. There's $1 billion organ trade in Donbass, killing Russians, by the way, to get their organs, and these labs. That's what the war's been about. And Vladimir is a Christian, and he doesn't want the prostitution and the sex trafficking and the child trafficking and the cannibalism that's going on in a neighbor country. But the media doesn't talk about that because it's the truth.
Wow.
Well, what about what Zelensky says 25,000 children were taken away to Russia?
You're darn right. He saved
okay.
them. He saved
Okay.
5,000 Ukrainian babies from the frickin' slaughterhouse. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Absolutely, he did. That's what you guys don't have. Not, you need. You know what? You need to go to Kiev and try to get out with your vital organs intact, because it's not going to happen. If you go to Kiev and they take a look at you and you're by yourself, like, oh, that guy's worth about $1 million. Kidneys, lung, heart, spleen, liver, intestines. We'll take the whole thing. They look at people like we're property, Dave. They look at me. Well, I'm too old. But this young lady here, oh, a tasty morsel of organs.
Oh.
No, we're not sending Jen to our Ukrainian branch.
You don't want to go.
No, you won't see Jen. You won't see Jen on our Ukraine desk.
You can go to Moscow, and if you're dressed like a transgender, they will beat you. They may beat you to death.
What?
If you're a Christian American MAGA Republican from America, oh, they'll treat you like a king over there in Russia. And
Wow.
I'm Ukrainian. So, I mean, I just wanted to come on because I got 1,000 views on my video I did on this today. And I caught I'm not sleeping or unconscious, and I caught your video. You know, I love the Jewish religion and everybody in it, including.
I know you do. I feel that. You know, I love to get you when we can, because I know that you're sleeping usually at this time, so that you can be up doing your broadcast if I happen to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
There's a few Ukrainian Jews I knew who ran the pornography industry in this country for 50 years. Ukrainian Jews. Okay, I'm not going to mention their name, but they made all the movies and all the toys and all the illegal gay stuff. Ukrainians. Like a lot of them, like 100. We're talking billionaires.
Okay.
You know, and people say, well, we love Ukraine. We love the Ukrainians. Yeah, right. Why don't you go to their house for dinner and see if you get out alive? I was raised by 2 Ukrainian fanatics. It was like basic training in the Marines my whole life. Look at me. Do I look like a soldier? Because after what they put me through, I'm like, I salute everybody. I'm like, God bless you. Semper Fi.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I just got excited, man. You know,
no. I'm glad that you popped in. I really am. I'm glad that you watched. You know, but I'm more glad that you popped in. But keep you very late because we're going to wrap up in about 21 minutes because I want a speech. I wasn't going to be like everybody else on tonight and run the speech in the background. I just wasn't going to do that.
Well, he's probably going to say what I just told you, that he's merely asking these people to protect our borders, and they'd rather throw tariffs. They'd rather start an economic war and destroy our stock market instead, which makes him the enemy. If he doesn't say that, I'll be surprised. But he's a smart guy, and that's what's going on. It's crazy.
Yep.
I think Trump.
Jen said she heard that some Democrats are going to, I guess, stand up, make some noise, and have some kind of disturbance.
Are you kidding? They're trying to kill. They're trying to kill. They're doing anything they can to keep their game. If you go to Vegas and try to take a casino away from the mob, they'll do anything they can to stop you from taking their game.
Good luck with that. That's a big desert. Been there
Wow, you
like
have.
7 or 8 times.
A big money game. It's all about cash. It's all about gold. It's all about crypto. It's like there's a lot of power being thrown all over the world, and now they're throwing tariffs at each other. Absolutely crazy.
It was ridiculous.
Okay,
But I love
it's-
what you said. All they have to do is
Close the border.
guard the border. Oh my gosh. What about the
Yeah.
fentanyl?
Yeah.
Guarding the border, that would like cover that too, right?
Yeah,
Catching up with
I just
fentanyl.
met a Canadian guy a few minutes ago that sold me this bottle. Right? I'm just kidding. No, but seriously,
I was like, we're not allowed to see that.
I live in San Diego County, about an hour and a half from the border. I'm here. We have Camp Pendleton here with a brigade of Marines. President Trump has sent them to the border. All Mexico's got to do is send their troops to the border, and the illegal immigration stops.
And supposedly that
Yep.
it was like 10,000 troops, Mexico, 10,000 Canada. Did that not happen? Because it supposedly happened.
Obviously, it hasn't happened enough, or the tariffs wouldn't have started. And frankly, the cartel is starting to kill people because they want, the cartel needs the borders open for their traffic, for their illegal traffic.
Well, correct.
They're not. It's going to be violent. There's going to be a war. You know, cartel uses any border they can get. They use the water. They use the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Gulf of America, Canada, or Mexico to do their business. Let me tell you something. If you're running a business that's exporting 100 women a day to America and from America at maybe what, 100,000 a piece as a sex slave to be sold in Dubai? I mean, no one has any clue what's going on. You watch the Hollywood movies and you're like, oh, that's not happening. Bull, the heck is not happening. There are hundreds of millions of slaves in the world, folks. Human beings, men, women, children, babies that have no freedom, have not seen the light of day. They are sexual objects. That's all they are, and God knows even worse. You know,
Slavery has never stopped. You know, they all talk about, the black slavery. But no, it's way more than that. Where I'm from in South Louisiana, I'm Cajun. My people were enslaved, brought from Nova Scotia down, here to Louisiana as slaves.
Wow.
And everybody had a slave in their family. Don't let anybody lie to you.
Here's what's wrong with the North winning the Civil War. Everybody became a slave. If the South wins the war, then slavery, freedom occurs. But the Republican Party was formed for black people.
Yes.
Black people formed the Republican, and not one single Democrat voted to free the slaves.
Correct.
The Democrats caused the war, and the Democrats ended the war. The truth is that the South is not the bad guy. The slaves in the South, to many owners, were like family. In fact, Thomas Jefferson, I think, had like 50 slave children or something.
Yeah.
Something crazy. And they loved the black people. The Northerners and the carpetbaggers treated them like dirt, and everybody else along with it. The whole country became indentured servants.
Yeah, we had
West America was like Armageddon.
Yeah, there were plantations down here in Louisiana, a lot of them, and there was black slaves, but they were treated like family, and those black slaves, they never tried to run away. They loved the master, so to speak, and they weren't about to try to leave because they were fed, clothed, you name it, housed, and you know, they lived kind of like they say, the life of Riley, so to speak. Now they might have worked their asses off, but they they were paid lucratively back then, and or at least uh, given everything they needed,
In
because the slave owner didn't want to lose a slave.
90% of the plantations, they encouraged marriage, they encouraged children and family, child rearing.
Yes,
They were given food and shelter. They were given heat in the winter, and they were, allowed all the conveniences. They were even in, sometimes they were welcomed into the household themselves. It was amazing. It was an evolution that through time would have granted a freedom unlike anything we've ever seen. We wouldn't have to have waited to the 60s to get women the right to vote. And women have been enslaved by this country forever. I mean, you free the black people, why don't you free the women at the same time? The women didn't have the right to vote. Women didn't have the right to vote in the Civil War. It's a joke. We should have had a war over that too, if you want to hear the truth. But I mean, it just, the way the world is, everybody is like, so angry with the South, Mississippi, Alabama, and the Confederate flag. And you know what? I'm sorry. I'm a Confederate. Josie Wales, William Muddy, Jesse James. These are my heroes. Billy the Kid. They're from Missouri. They're all Confederates. And I understand it. They murdered Confederate soldiers at the end of the war. If you saw Josie Wales, they would bring them in, they'd surrender, they'd sign the release, and then they machine gun them. That's how they treated people. So, the North wasn't all hidey-tidy.
Well, that goes to everything that we've been taught in our lives has all been a lie.
You're absolutely right. Of course, it's 100% Northern propaganda, it's Yankee propaganda. And if you go down to the South and they know you're from Boston, they'll say, "You redneck Yankee, ain't you?" And they know. They still carry the anger and the pain down there. If you live down there, I lived in South Carolina for 5 years, and I had a Southern accent. I didn't want to get hauled out to the lake and dropped in, You want to go down to the Waffle House and have some pancake and eggs? I'll go down there with you. Show enough.
Yeah.
But
Hey, Jen, it looks like you and I are the only Yankees here.
I don't want to talk about it. I think you're right.
Yeah, you come down to Louisiana. We don't care where you're from.
I'm in
like,
Idaho,
boy.
but I'm from
come on, boy.
Oh, no.
You're gonna get fed.
Idaho, they make tater tots.
No, they got a great potato crop. No, I'm from Michigan, and we're here for my husband's job. But wow, it's totally a different world, I'll tell you. So I can imagine.
Well, Michigan, Tom Brady, and Coach Harbaugh. There's a lot of good people from Michigan. I don't much care for M&M, but the Lions and the Tigers and the Bears. But it's not everybody in Michigan is an idiot because they voted for Trump. So they might think they're from the North, but not today.
Right. Oh, that's funny. I was born 8 Mile, right where Eminem had his song is about 8 Mile in Detroit.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Eminem either, but it's funny because people talk about him. I'm like, oh yeah, we go way back. No, we don't.
He's a massive liberal. That guy's like bleeding heart liberal.
Yeah, who did come from Michigan is that Kid Rock, and I am so happy about that. He is like the rocker that is Trump's right-hand man, as
He's
far as
the American rocker.
I love that.
Yep.
He is from Michigan.
Now, what about the slot machine guy? Where are you from, sir?
I'm from Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin.
All right,
about 2 miles from the state line to Illinois.
Cool.
Yeah, Beloit, Wisconsin is where I'm at right now.
Cool.
We'll be moving up to Janesville, Wisconsin here probably in July. But yeah.
They got some
Nice.
ice fishing up there for sure.
Well, we have a crazy governor that doesn't like to call women mom. They want to call them inseminated persons now.
Oh
You know.
my god. Yeah, and where are the women's lib? Not the liberal women.
Yeah.
You know, feminine rights. This is insane. We fought
All the
for
feminists that were out in the 70s and 80s, where are they?
this. Dead.
Nowhere.
I don't know. No kidding. That's when I was born.
Probably too embarrassed with what the transgendered women are doing.
Right. Oh
Well,
my
right.
gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, Farley, I'm from South Central Louisiana.
Lake Okeechobee,
No, not even close. Louisiana.
Lake Plantain, or what's it called? Lake.
Listen, I love it.
Yeah. If you don't.
No, no, I'm close to the Gulf of America.
Okay. There's good fishing down there. Used to.
Oh,
Isn't that down around the Gulf
well,
of Mexico?
no, America. No.
Sorry, this is the same one. It got renamed.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
same one. Trump changed that name.
Yeah,
Nick,
right. Trump changed that name. Google put it on a bunch of maps.
They
anything.
can't get sued.
They're getting sued by Mexico. Oh yeah, I don't know what if they'll collect anything.
Mexico's
But
ass. There's more of America that
Mexico is
surrounds
suing
Gulf
them, changing the name
Mexico.
on maps.
Yeah, Mexico's ass. You know, Mexico's trying to sue. Speaking of suing, sue gun manufacturers in America because they say that their guns that they're manufacturing are supporting the cartel and coming into Mexico.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, well, how about you keep
Okay.
your son of a bitches out of here and stop transporting them?
Cartels use AK-47s. That's Russia. That's not America. So they're suing.
Okay, that's not Smith and Wesson or none of that,
No.
you know, or Remington or anything like
Right.
that. But yeah, Farley, I'm from South Central Louisiana. I'm dead center of the state and more south. I'm about 60 or 70 miles from the Gulf.
So you're in you're by gators. You see gators when you go outside.
No,
Okay. I thought
No, he's
like he's like in the swamp, you know.
yeah, everybody
he
thinks
sees
that.
Corvettes when he goes.
Yeah, I have a Corvette. That's what I see. No, but
Yeah.
everybody thinks that. I've heard that all the time. Oh, you're from Louisiana. Do you ride in a boat to school or
Fan boat.
whatever? Do you have web feet? I've heard it all. I'm like, no. We have concrete. We have bricks. You know.
No.
We have and asphalt roads and cement roads and everything you can imagine. But
Yep.
as you go further south, then you start seeing alligators.
Oh wow.
You know, like if you ever watched Swamp People,
Oh yeah.
those guys are not far from me. Troy Landry.
And they got
What?
they got bridges that you don't ever want to drive on if you go into Louisiana.
Not that Lake
He's
Charles
scared-
Bridge.
He scared me. He scared me so much that even though I don't drive anymore, I'm just gonna stay in Florida.
Dave,
He said they got
what's with the slot?
they what?
What's with the slot machines? What's going on with Chuck?
That's
Chuck.
Chainsaw Chucky's slot parlor.
Did they work?
Oh yeah.
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 Show him a pull there, Chuck.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
There's a guy with
If you go to Chainsaw Chucky's, you play with the house money. So if you win 300 quarters, you don't win anything. The
he's
house
in a
money.
place of business. Okay, he's in a place of business. Okay.
Yeah.
His house. I don't know. That's,
And they
They
have
did the
a
same thing twice.
that's
no.
I got lucky, I guess.
He doesn't want his grandchildren to become problem gamblers. So the house wins everything they win.
That's funny.
I'm sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, the grandkids love coming over here and playing on it.
They
and,
do.
I got it for $850 out the door delivered. So
Awesome.
$850.
Yep.
Now, do you have to be licensed to have that? You don't have to be licensed to have that, right?
20. This machine's over 25 years old, so it's legal.
Oh, okay.
They decommission the machines, and at that point they sell them on auction or whatever they do.
Yeah.
Farley, you don't know this. I worked for a casino for 26 years. So what they do is they constantly swap out machines, and eventually it gets back into the public. They remove the ability to, make money off of it and all this crap. So, but Chuck, I admire Chuck.
Chuck,
I'd like.
how much do you make off the grandkids every week? Like 40?
I bought $200 worth of quarters to stick into it.
Okay.
It's a 2-quarter machine, and I just whenever it runs, the credits run down to zero, I just open it up and recycle the quarters and put them back in.
Chuck, did you ever look up what I asked you to
No,
look
not
up?
yet. I just haven't had time. No, not yet.
You lazy ass. Because
It's more
there's a
fun
way
for-
to just put credits on it.
Yeah.
But he thinks it's more fun to grab his bucket and fill it full of quarters.
I mean, it's a good piggy bank if you think about it.
Oh yeah.
He puts his Chucky's Casino Gold card in there and plays for free.
Hey, Dave, is that speech going to start any minute?
That speech is going to start in 3 minutes. So, yep.
Well,
I'm gonna book you on out then.
So,
For having me on, everybody.
yep.
Bye. Thank
It was
you.
great having you here for our time Tuesday, Thursday, 7 to like 8:30. If you're awake, come
Love
on
you
in. We'll
all.
bring you in.
Love you long time.
Yep.
Love
All right.
you.
You're awesome.
All right.
Thank
Ferry.
you. Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
All right, Dave.
I got
All right, thanks,
conflicting
Ferry.
times. I got conflicting times on the speech because they said 9 Eastern.
Well, the
8
speech is probably
Central.
going to start at, but it's also probably not going to start till like a half hour after that at the least, because he's going to walk in and shake every hand and kiss babies, except maybe punch Adam
Well,
Schiff and, hit a few other people.
Well, good. Then I'll have time to go to the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll start the popcorn. Okay. Bye, guys.
All right,
Jen.
guys. Thank you. We'll see you all on the American
Bye.
Rebellion tomorrow night
So funny.
at 7 p.m. And we'll see you here Thursday. Maybe. Hopefully.
Awesome.
I don't know. All right, folks. Nikki, anything else?
Bonsoir.
Bon sour. Okay, au revoir. All right, Jen. All right, Nikki. It was a pleasure having you here. I'm glad that you came.
Yes, sir.
And grab your parachute. 3, 2, 1. Yep. All right. Hey, go watch the president's speech. I had 8 o'clock was the start time, but yeah, it's probably going to, like I said, take more time than that to get him in so that everybody is sitting down, or everybody goes, all the Democrats go through the metal detectors and anything else that you have to do. But go watch it on your favorite TV network, or go into the Facebook news feed, and you can probably find it. I'm sure everybody is posting it. I want to thank Brooklyn Pagano for watching, Jane O'Malley for watching, of course, Nikki Young, Larry Burns up in Canada made it truly international. And if he ever gets a camera and a mic, he's welcome to come on here. Brooklyn Pagano, thank you for watching. For Farley Maurer, it's always a pleasure to have you on when you can come on. And it's 8 o'clock, Jenna watching. And William Grant was the first person to come in and watch it. 8 o'clock, that's Med's time for me, and then I got to go get ready to watch the president's speech. Thank you all for coming. Double B for victory. This Boogie with the Bull broadcast has come to an end. Thank you.